Video number 2. I didn't sleep, I didn't shower, but I got some G fuel. Did I already curse? Why do I keep cursing so quickly?
With insomnia, nothing's real.
Where is my mind? Where is my mind?
Fuck, dude. Alright, welcome to episode 2 of the Panic Room. I started episode 1 and I didn't even give an introduction. Huh? Why the hell would you want to look at me or watch my shit? If you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you don't know who I am, you're watching some random brown guy on YouTube. It's like, okay, you're gonna keep my attention, bro? You're gonna keep me engaged in all your conversation about atheism? I don't know. I want to accomplish 2 things with this video. 2 things. 1, what my goals are with the channel. And 2, we're actually gonna go deep dive into my intro. The crazy 10-second intro where you see Fight Club and Tyler Durden, and all of a sudden there's Donald Trump shaking Vince McMahon's hand, and all of a sudden the Sophia from Penguin is screaming out of her. What is all in me? And I think that's a really cool way to kind of get into the headspace of this guy that you're gonna watch in the Panic Room. The name Panic Room. It's cringe that the word panic is spelled with my name. I've been doing that for a long time, honestly. However, in the current state of the country, it kind of puts me in that mode. The mode where Sophia is in Arkham Asylum and she's screaming like this. I feel that way. The mode that our girl Florence Pugh in Midsommar is about to become the May Queen. And that's how I feel sometimes. Nonetheless, first thing out of the 2 things. 1, channel goals. I have only one goal, which is to raise critical thinking. I know that sounds like, okay, Prophet fucking Muhammad, what the hell are you gonna do to raise critical thinking? And I just feel like any conversation, any topics we talk about, I want to have my formula for critical thinking. Again, a formula to explain the channel goal, which is to raise critical thinking. You know, some could say I have a hint of the tism. The formula is, there's 3 words. Word number 1. Nuance. The word nuance is just so beautiful. You know, not everything is black and white. Obviously, there's some grays. Sometimes there's 50 shades of it.
I'm gonna come.
However, it is important that anything we discuss, we don't jump to conclusions. Sometimes you might hear something happen, and because you're in a state of mind, you might just absorb it differently than other times, right? Sometimes you might be so angry after something happens, you do that long ass text where you write a bunch of shit that you really don't want to say. However, you wake up, either you're immature and you've sent it, and you wake up and you say, what the hell? Or you wake up and because you didn't send it, you're like, thank God, dude. Fuck, bro. Why would I even want to say these things? Anyway, 2, nuance is 1, and it's nuance plus curiosity. I think curiosity makes or breaks someone's critical thinking. If you're not curious, if you don't ask yourself why, if you don't ask questions, just the idea of asking questions is curiosity. I don't think you can learn in life unless you're curious. I don't think I would be where I am in here. I don't think. If you watch my first video about how I got to atheism, I think I covered just 15% of the entirety of that. I will deep dive into that into the future, but the word curious is very much so a representation of how I got there in my path, how it started, and I was asking, what the hell, why are there 70 snakes for each rice? Why the hell would God want us to pray 5 times a day? All kinds of shit like that. I was just asking myself why. And with curiosity, sometimes you don't get the answers from the people, and you have to search it yourself and you find your own answer. And that's way more revealing, and that's way more introspective than getting the answer for someone who doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. And I might be that guy who doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. However, maybe you'll trust me. Maybe you'll see that how I got here after all of my experiences. Maybe I could tell you a couple things that you might be like, whoa, I didn't think about it like that. You know, let me a little hint of the tism for that. Curiosity plus nuance, and the last one, it's so funny that the last one I had as truth, which was like so corny. However, as time went on, I changed it to honesty because people's truth changed. And then I was like, the fact that people have their own truth, it's automatically not critical thinking. If you have your own truth, that's not how truth works, right? Truth, I think you should come to the conclusion at the principle of, again, being objective, but also not holding back any other factors just because it makes you feel good. You shouldn't have your own truth. Growing up, I heard a lot of people say like about random things, like that's my truth.
I'm going on a tangent, I'm gonna circle back.
What's number 3? Combination of truth, honesty, transparency. Oh my god, I know. Wow. I thought you went to ESL. Critical thinking formula, curiosity plus nuance plus transparency. That's like the template of my videos, template of who the fuck I am, and to achieve the channel goal, raise critical thinking. We're gonna look at my intro, right? And before I do that, actually, hold on. Oh, I'm jumping the gun here. I really want to also show you guys my silly idea. If you watch the first episode, you'll see that I wore some glasses. However, I actually have 6 modes. This mode right here with no glasses, this is a vulnerable Anik. This is the guy who is like, I'm not trying to hide how I look. I'm not trying to hide these bags by wearing some glasses that kind of has a cool shade. A representation of how I feel about things in the most pure way. And then in every aspect of something, you know, there's like different levels of how you feel about it. Like, for example, if you're nihilistic, if you are hopeful, right? An optimist versus a pessimist, you can absorb an information and take it completely different. So that's why I thought about having different glasses to kind of represent something. So that way, if you see me wear it, it's like, whoa, shit. Oh no, not that guy. Okay, number 0, no glasses. Number 1 is introspective. All right, you ready for this one? This is the guy you get when he's gonna have some fucking analysis. He's gonna give you some crazy analogies about why America is in the state that it is, formulas for relationships and love for you. This is the guy. All right, next one is a silly one. This is the fuckboy Anik. Okay, you got this guy. This is the guy that thought Andrew Tate was cool. And this is that fucking dickhead. And then we got kinda the storytelling Anik. This will be this guy right here. This or the other blue frame ones, it doesn't matter. The storytelling Anik. See, this is the guy you get. He's gonna tell you a story of how I was so focused on editing my first video, and I'm a visual thinker, so when I could just like be doing absolutely nothing, and I could visualize Adobe Premiere, the software, and how I'm splicing up videos and putting things in slow motion and visualizing memes of Donald Trump saying, "I'm gonna come.
Do not come.
I'm gonna do it!"
And being so enthralled in my head about editing and just my usual pattern of obsession that I accidentally shave. And I don't mean by shave, how do you accidentally cut a blade? No, like, you know, you have trimmers, and I didn't have my like little tray on, and I was just so focused in my goddamn head that I wanted to trim, and I went Roop. So unless I wanted to look like freaking Hitler, now I have to finish the entire thing. And that's the story. Okay, going back into number 4 is what you guys got. This is bad guy Anik. You know, this guy's not gonna hold back to tell you the truth. You get this motherfucker. Oh boy. He's gonna tell you some facts. They're gonna hurt, okay? Hey, listen, you gained some weight. Alright? I've been seeing that double chin grow. This guy, just gonna tell you, you're in a toxic relationship. You're just with him because of the time. It's been 6 years, and you just can't throw that shit away. 6 whole years. Even though he's so mean to you, even though he can't listen to you without rolling his eyes, you're still with him. Why? Why are you wasting time? You think 7th year is gonna get any better? He refuses to go to therapy with you. Huh? This, by the way, this is just made up. This isn't anybody. Alright, this is the guy you get. Alright, and the last one. I really hope you guys never have to see the last one. I really hope you don't have to see the last one. Alright? Because if you get the last one, you thought that guy was mean, who told you that, you know, you need Ozempic? This guy, you don't want this guy. You know, I can't talk. Like, listen, you can't even, you don't even want a teaser for that guy. You don't want it. All right. Are you guys ready to go through the intro? Listen, this is going to be cool. I really think you guys are going to enjoy this because, like, the stuff that I'm into, you guys are probably into too. Like, if you don't know about A24 Studios, like, what? What do you do for fun? How do you not know about fucking Hereditary? Huh? What? You don't watch horror movies? What? This I don't understand, bruh. You never heard about Elden Ring? Come on, dude. Dark Souls? FromSoft? You know Sony's about to buy FromSoft? That happens? Bruh. If Sony buys FromSoft, goddamn, you know they wasted $3 billion buying fucking Bungie?
And just circle that back, circle that back.
You gotta be into some of the shit that I'm into. Let me check some G Fuel. Are you ready? Let's do this. You know, I think I put my hoodie on because since I didn't shower, remember I was telling you guys that I'm like afraid of my hair loss? Look at this. I obsess over shit like this. All right, don't zoom in. All right, let me put my fucking hoodie back on. Fuck you guys. The audio channel. I don't know if you notice everything's purple. Even look at this. First of all, look at this guy right here. You guys like this? I worked hard on this. I wanted to make sure this looks cool, not just have a floating video, but kind of like a TV little thing moving it and make it purple. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, we have a secret appearance. He's right there. You're seeing him, but he's also watching. Okay. All right, let's do this. Where's my? I already told you. Time for analysis. Analyzing. Did I just fuck that up? Analyzing. I did say it right the first time. Okay, all right, let's fucking do this. Got my nerdy introspective glasses. All right. Okay. First thing first, right? Midsommar is how A24. They're just fire. They make good shit. But I love A24. And Midsommar kind of like ruined me. I won't lie, I've only watched Midsommar one time in theaters. I dragged my friends to go see it in Philadelphia opening day. They had no idea what the hell they're gonna watch, and I remember watching the movie and hoping, God, not that I talked to God, but I was hoping, please, Lord, do not make my friends think I'm weird. And we came out of the movie and all of them were like, yo, that was a really fucked up movie. Like, we loved it. Like, I was just like, oh man, I have such a cool circle of friends. You know, sometimes when like you find the right weird, that's how Midsommar was for me. And it got me into a lot more other like really crazy movies. I can give you a whole list. Like, anyway, whoa my God, do you see what you tangents. The very first scene, right? Panic room. Like, the state of mind at what Florence Pugh's character was in this moment of the movie. I'm not gonna spoil it just because if you haven't watched Midsommar, go watch it. But it represents a very big part of how I feel sometimes. Like, this is me watching the election night, how much red was on the country. Anyway, moving on. Press space, get the mouse out of there. We already went too fast. We're gonna watch it one time in its entirety, the first 10 seconds, and then I'll break it down, okay? You guys ready for this? Okay, starting off, one time.
With insomnia, nothing's real.
So yeah, Midsommar is the very first scene, right? We're gonna actually put this John on playback speed 0.5 just to make it easier, okay? So the first scene is Midsommar, how I feel again, many times, especially at the state of the country. The very next part is Fight Club. All of the lost male youth in our country that fell in love with people like Andrew Tate, men that look up to Jordan Peterson still, you know, it's like my wake up, my red pill. And we're gonna talk about feminism and red pill. We're not going anywhere there. I'm not gonna go in a tangent. Nice try, brain. Nice try. The Fight Club is my favorite movie of all time, and I can't explain how much of an impact Fight Club made on me, because from a very early age I had insomnia. I had a really hard time sleeping, and I was naturally nocturnal. At the time of my life when I watched Fight Club, it was extremely impactful and also heavily played into the person that I became. And I think, again, not going to spoil, just like Midsommar, not going to spoil Fight Club for you. I really hope, especially if you're a guy, I think women and girls would love Fight Club too. It's a perfect movie. Like, if I could say a movie was perfect, there's only a few that come in mind, like Matrix 1, Fight Club, Joker 1. We're not gonna talk about Joker 2, please. You know what? This is how I feel about Joker 2. Going back to Fight Club. What an amazing movie. And his scene right there, a lot of the characters in the intro has a similar theme where their mind is basically in like an insane state of panic or fear or just depressive, you know, like it's just a dissociative episode. And I wanted to capture all of that in 10 seconds. And the next scene we're just going to move on to, again, watch Fight Club and Midsommar. Moving on.
Insomnia, nothing.
And the first line he says is, with insomnia, nothing is
real.
Let's say it one more time.
Insomnia, nothing's real.
With insomnia, nothing's real. I do not have to explain like this scene right here. This is just iconic, okay? Joaquin Phoenix did this, I think, as an improvised scene, and they were like, all right, keep recording. This man's cooking. This man's... she started dancing in a bathroom, like, that was sick. And then the music here, holy shit. He's riding on a high after he just murdered people. So yeah, let's keep it going. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, and if you haven't watched Joker, they made over $1.2 billion in the box office. You must have seen Joker 1. I'm just gonna assume you did.
It's real.
The next scene, similar to all of this, right? This represents madness. And there's literally a whole lore. I mean, all Souls game and FromSoft game has crazy lore, but this in particular is a great representation of madness. There's a thing called Lord of Frenzy. Frenzy's big on there. Watch Fatih video if you want to know what the fuck I'm talking about. We're just gonna move on because I'm losing most of my regular friends right about here, or regular people in general. Moving on. Oh. Next scene. I listen, you might have caught it, which is also an Easter egg of Fight Club. We're not even gonna talk about me saying that in that way. It just made me realize how many times I've broken the first 2 rules.
Shut up! Which means a lot of you have been breaking the first 2 rules of Fight Club.
This happens. If you only watched the movie, you would know how insane this is. Where is my mind, right? And iconic Jokers, right? Obviously, Heath Ledger's Joker is, if not more iconic than Joaquin's in the first movie. And now, in general, because Joker 2 was absolute hot garbage. However, this particular scene, Joker, before he drinks the champagne, he literally gets rid of it and then drinks it. Like, it's such a... It's just epic. That's empty, right? And similar to Fight Club where Edward Norton, Jack, was punching Tyler Durden. Joker here is kissing the one one neighbor apartment girl with the daughter. They're actually the same type of scene. This scene, okay, like I wanted some, right? I was looking for an awesome way to put something so silly yet a good depiction of our reality that I often question and combine them, just like Joker and the girl kissing, or Tyler Durden getting punched by Jack. All of that is also almost like a, what's that word? Juxtaposition. That's actually my fiance's favorite word, juxtaposition. This was a great and hilarious part of WWE when Vince McMahon and Trump had like a fight of the billionaires or something like that, battle of the billionaires. This is just so funny because they were actually friends. Trump is friends with anyone rich and powerful, and he does not care. I almost went there. You almost got me. Politics, you almost got me. ADHD. Rewind that back. All right, this scene was super funny to me. Vince McMahon shaking Trump's hand aggressively, and then the look that he gives Trump right there. Dude, he's like, you're my fucking friend, dude. This is hilarious to me. I honestly thought this was so funny. And then, I mean, like, this is self-explanatory. I can't really assess this without having to go in depth, and I will lose myself in the anger and continue to politics. But real quick, I just want to put this guy. What a guy! Literally friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Just recently, there was like 100 hours of recorded audio of Epstein, and then he talks about how much of a best friend that he was with Trump. That's your fucking president. But was Epstein really that bad, though? Come on, Trump is obviously good friends with him for a good reason. I mean, I don't want to be the devil's advocate, right? But I'm looking at 3 whole devils right here. Melania, I just feel like, you know, she's just a gold digger. She just wanted a sugar daddy. And I think Melania was in the Lolita Express of something that Epstein ran. That's how Trump met her. I'm not going to get into it. I said I wasn't going to get into it. And then I got a little into it. Just dip my toes in there a little bit. I get so angry sometimes when I see shit like this. But jokes aside, I thought that by showing Vince McMahon, which y'all know, a lot has unearthed with Vince McMahon in the last 2 years. So I thought that it would be super funny that I would have them do this, show Trump's best friend. Just fucking breathtaking work here. She killed it in The Penguin. Her screaming like this, it's how I feel. Like, you remember I was just saying that I don't want to get into it, like, but that's how I feel about the world finding out literal factual evidence of them being best friends, right? Oh my god, I'm getting into it. This scene is awesome just because she's literally losing her mind, because she's in Arkham Asylum in the Batman universe. They basically, if you go there not crazy, you come out of there crazy. That's pretty much it. And they torture this poor girl until she becomes crazy. And her screaming right there, I actually put it with a bass in the music, where when she opens her mouth, she's screaming, there's like a yeah, I was really proud of that. But nonetheless, we also live in a reality where our past and future president literally had a public post, I think on his Truth Social, where he just wrote in capital letters, "I hate Taylor Swift." You can't make this shit up, dude. This is actually the secret guest character who's going to be in most of our videos. This is Appa. Appa, I'm sorry that You fucking have to deal with this. Stay in the blur. You don't want this dose of reality. So again, she goes crazy at the end, but her acting in this, phenomenal, dude. I love Florence Pugh, but even though she's my favorite, I think Kristen Petoli. I really want to make sure I get her name right. Holy shit. Holy shit, I got that shit completely wrong. It's Kristen Milioti. Milioti. You know, getting close to my favorite. She might topple Florence Pugh. Maybe. I don't know. But I freaking loved her. Timothée Chalamet. I love Timothée Chalamet so much that, like, it wouldn't be gay, bro. I fucking love that kid. I, like, respect that kid. Just as long as he's not, like, breaking into a peach. Ugh. Love this. Had to put her in there. This is also a good representation of her overcoming that madness and anger, that panic. That's again throughout the intro, right? Oh shit! Before that was so quick. I wanted a quick little pop, but I want to pause it at that part. Oh my god, that face she makes. That's it. That's a Mesmer from Elden Ring again. I don't want to lose my my regular friends. People playing the game and fighting him for the first time. That's something that I capture. I think when I fought him for the first time, I just really liked Mesmer's character. And where you fight Mesmer in Elden Ring is like the panic room. He's like Orochimaru from fucking Naruto. He has like snakes coming out of him. I know you see the little snakes right there. I don't even know if like his genitals, you know, bro's hung like a snake. Really wanted to just dig deep into the introduction, and that is literally the intro representing a lot of what the panic room wants to kind of overcome, like, right? Critical thinking, right? We talked about it, the formula. Let's go back to the full. That's the goal. We have open, transparent conversations regarding any topic in bringing in curiosity and nuance with it, and not have any agenda. I'm not trying to sell you a book. I'm just trying to have a conversation. Thank you for tuning in for episode 2. Subscribe, please. I'm trying to help my mom pay off her condo, please.